Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Hayu and I do hope you all having a great day. For today's video, I would be sharing with you why I have picked Canada as my study destination. I would also be sharing with you the university that I am considering applying to, its application fee, its acceptance rate, and its tuition cost. So let's get started. Why did I pick Canada as my study destination? For me, it's three reasons. And my first reason is its affordability. When you compare the top universities in the United States and in the United Kingdom, as well as those in other English-speaking countries, you come to realize that Canadian universities offers pocket-friendly degrees to international students, which is very nice. My second reason is for Canadian universities' reputation. They have a very great reputation out there that is recognized by the whole world, which is very good too. And my third reason is for the ease of living. Studying abroad can be a daunting process, but having to do that in a first world English-speaking country makes it easier for international students to study, You can easily get along with the locals, get directions to places, ask for instructions in the language that you're already used to. So it's a juicy perk for me. As for the university that I am considering, there are things to know when going for a master's anywhere in the world. It differs from your undergraduate program in the sense that there are two kinds of master's program that you could run actually. You could choose to either do a thesis-based program or a course-based program. For the thesis-based program, it's basically for those that want to, further their education after the master's level to like maybe PhD level or so. So it's more research-oriented, focused on finding a solution to problems out there in the world. And it's more, should I say, tedious, depending on what you enjoy doing anyways. If you're the type of person that enjoys research, then it wouldn't be much of an issue for you. But if you do not really like, carrying out research, finding a solution to a problem, then that might not be the route for you. The course-based masters, on the other hand, is for those just looking to spend 2 years in the university, learning some courses, taking some courses, and at the end of the day, they go work for a company or an organization. So my advice for Nigerians is leave the thesis-based program alone. Go for the course-based. Getting admitted into a university to study a thesis-based program is very difficult, but not impossible to do. You could try it, but for me, that's not my route. Maybe when I get there, I could end up changing my mind, but for now, the course-based masters, it is for me. And then also, you should know that if you're going to Canada, there are some provinces or areas where they speak French, where a large amount of the population speaks French. If you're studying in a place like Quebec, 81% of the population speaks French. So you should know that. And also for those that will be schooling in areas like New Brunswick, 31% of the population speaks French, but that isn't much of an issue compared to Quebec if you do not know how to speak French. So if you're going to be going to a place like Quebec, brush up on your French language. Learn your bonjour, learn your bon ami, comment ça va, learn all of those. So I will be playing a video now showing you what Lakehead looks like, and as the video is being played, I will talk to you about the reason that I love or what draws me to Lakehead. I would like to mention that this video of Lakehead University isn't mine. It was uploaded by Jennifer Veal. So I have modified it and I would be making available the link to the original video below. So Lakehead University, what actually draws me to Lakehead University? For me, it's their world-class facilities, as well as the fact that I get to carry out internships with organizations relevant to my field of study. And the thing with Lakehead University is they have two campuses, one in Thunder Bay and one in Aurelia. And they have the student to professor ratio in such small number that for one professor, you're having like an average of 15 to 13 students. And this small number will ensure that professors and students get to know each other very, very well. And I actually thrive in environments like this, small classes. So it's something that I find desirable. And Lakehead's location in Thunder Bay and Aurelia are two of the best places to experience Canada from. I mean, I'm talking about shopping malls, I'm talking about cultural, sceneries and live music, theater, film, and so much more. Like, it sounds cool. I'm already dreaming about it, and I really wish to experience all of this someday. And one last juicy perk for me that really draws me to Lakehead University is every summer, graduate students in the University of Lakehead go to work for a variety of companies. You could be working for companies, and you could be doing the following jobs, working in the Arctic or Northern Ontario for junior exploration companies, or undertaking research with faculty at Lakehead. And this is something that I find desirable also. Application fee is something very crucial to take into consideration whilst applying to schools in Canada. There are schools out there where you do not actually even need to pay these application fees, but for the school that I have picked, I need to pay 100 Canadian dollars for my graduate program, which costs around 32,000 naira when you convert it. But I think it's actually even low compared to my second choice university that I would be applying for if Lakehead doesn't work out, which is Memorial University of Newfoundland, which costs around 120 Canadian dollars for the application fee. As for the Lakehead acceptance rate, they have a very high acceptance rate actually, which is something that draws me to them, kind of. They have an acceptance rate of 82%. What this means is, for every 10 students that applies, at least 8 individuals will be granted the admission, which is quite juicy if you ask me. Compare that to that of Memorial University of Newfoundland, which is having an acceptance rate of 66.8%. What that translates to is that for every 10 students that apply, at least 6 would get admitted. For me, I think I'd like to take my chance with Lakehead instead of Memorial University. So, and finally, the tuition costs. International students pay a lot, a whole lot more than the residents of Canada. So, international students pay approximately $7,500 per semester, and Lakehead University runs 3 semesters in a year. That brings the total cost to around $23,000 yearly, which is quite high in comparison to Memorial University, where you just pay $2,220 for a semester. They also run 3 semesters in a year, and this brings the total cost to around $6,660 for 3 semesters. And with that, we've come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you do have questions, please make sure you use the comment section. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with people that you know would want to learn from this. Thank you so much, and do have a great rest of the day.